Hello Gunners, welcome back to Gunners Den as we take a look at Arsenal preseason defeat to Borussia Dortmund at the Emirates Cup played at the Emirates. What a way to start the afternoon at the Emirates. Before a ball was kicked against Dortmund, Arsenal supporters were given their first look at the club's latest major signing. Bruno Guimaraes was introduced to the Emirates crowd as a new Arsenal player. The Brazilian midfielder walked out to a huge reception from the supporters, and the atmosphere inside the stadium was electric. And to make the occasion even better, Arsenal supporters also got their first chance to see the Premier League trophy inside the Emirates after last season's title triumph. It felt like the perfect start to the afternoon. Unfortunately, what followed on the pitch wasn't quite as impressive. Arsenal eventually lost 3-2 to Borussia Dortmund in another frustrating preseason outing. And once again, the biggest concern was the defense. Dortmund took the lead after just 6 minutes, slicing Arsenal open far too easily. The warning signs were already there. Players weren't tracking runners properly, the midfield wasn't offering enough protection, and Arsenal looked vulnerable whenever Dortmund attacked with pace. Arsenal created some half-decent chances. First Odegaard played Havertz through, but his cutback for Gyökeres was easily claimed by the goalkeeper. Then Odegaard was brought down at the edge of the box after being played through by Gyökeres. Victor took the resulting free kick but blazed it over the bar. Perhaps the most promising move of the half for Arsenal came when Daumann lost his man on the right and slid the ball to Gyökeres, whose shot canonied of the crossbar. Then, on 28 minutes, Dortmund doubled their advantage. 2-0 down, Arsenal had a mountain to climb. The Gunners huffed and puffed for the remainder of the half with little to show for it as the captain Odegaard was substituted at the 30-minute mark and replaced by Ethan Nwaneri. But the second half brought a much better response. Ethan Nwaneri pulled one back after excellent work from Christos Tsolis. Nwaneri made no mistake, firing the ball into the top corner to give Arsenal hope. But the defensive frailties that has plagued us throughout the preseason games reared its head again as we conceded from another corner kick again after failing to clear our lines. The hope of a comeback was only shortly lived as we were 3-1 down again. The positive is that the boys' heads didn't drop as they kept dominating the game and creating openings. Tsolis was eventually brought down inside the penalty area, and Arsenal were awarded a penalty. Victor Gyökeres stepped up and converted to make it 3-2. Max Daumann once again looked like Arsenal's biggest attacking spark. Ife Ibrahim also impressed after coming on, showing composure and an excellent ability to move the ball forward quickly. But Arsenal's attack still isn't clicking consistently. Tsolis showed quality but drifted in and out of the game, while Martinelli struggled to make the impact expected of him. And then came the drama right at the end. In stoppage time, Gabriel Martinelli combined brilliantly with Gabriel Jesus before finishing what looked like a dramatic equalizer. The Emirates erupted. But the celebrations were cut short. The goal was ruled out for offside. And without VAR available for this preseason fixture, there was no opportunity to review the decision. It looked extremely tight. So Arsenal lose 3-2. The result isn't the biggest concern. The defensive problems are. Without William Saliba, Arsenal look vulnerable, while the midfield is also failing to provide enough protection. Arteta still has work to do. The good news? Bruno Guimaraes is now part of the squad. And Arsenal will be hoping his arrival can help solve some of those problems. That's your Gunners Den post-match reaction. What did you make of Arsenal's performance? And was Martinelli really offside? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow Gunners Den for more Arsenal news and match analysis. Come on you Gunners.